Hey, what's up, fellas? How you doing? Man, Antonelli here.
Hey, what's going on, fellas? How we doing? Man, Antonelli here. On my way back from a tournament in Providence. We just finished up, played pretty well today, so it's been a good day so far. Want to talk a little recruiting with you guys. Today's topic is to make sure that you have a backup plan and you're not putting all of your eggs in one basket. I see this happen a lot where players fall in love with a school or two schools, and it's like, that's it. That's the school or that's the two schools that I want to go to. And they put all their hopes and dreams into those one or two or maybe three schools, and that's it. And the issue with that is, and we've talked about this in the past, first of all, there's a lot of players out there. There's a lot of competition. The numbers are low for guys that are going to go on and play college baseball, right? Less than 10%. Probably someone like the 6-7% of high school players are going to go on and play college baseball. So, first of all, just to play anywhere is difficult. But then to play at your dream school or at your, one or two schools, if that's all you're going to put on a list, it's really, really difficult. Right? You've got to be able to, one, make sure that you have a skill set that fits that team's needs. You got to make sure that they actually have a need at your position, that they like you. There's just a lot of things that go into it. And so you want to be casting kind of a wide net, especially early in the process, and not just rely on a couple schools and not have a backup plan and just put all your eggs in that basket. Because, sometimes it works out, but a lot of times players don't end up going to their dream school, their number one school, their number two school. And so you need to make sure that you have a bunch of schools so that, if those top schools work out, great. But if they don't work out, you have to have a backup plan. You can't just be like, oh, what do I do now? My top school didn't work out, or my top couple schools didn't work out, and then have nowhere to turn. So really, really important. The other thing is to make sure you have a backup plan even late in the process. So what happens sometimes is guys end up getting recruited by a school that they really like, and they end up talking to the school. The coach says, I really liked you. You're doing a really great job, and, you threw a great game today. And the player goes, oh, terrific, awesome, great. Yeah, they really like me. But they don't offer anything. They just say, we really like you. We really, really like you. And there's no scholarship offer. There's no roster spot offer. Nothing is finalized, okay? They like you. And a lot of times players are like, oh, I'm set. Like, they like me. We're good to go. And the thing you have to realize is that they're probably saying that to a bunch of guys. And there's plenty of times where schools like you, and it just doesn't work out. Nothing gets finalized. They like you, but they like a lot of guys, like I said, and they can't take everybody. And when it comes down to it, hopefully everything works out. Hopefully things are finalized, but sometimes they're not. And so players start to talk to coaches, and they find out that the team or the coach really likes them, and so they end up okay, let's not talk to anybody else. Like, we're good to go. Like, these guys like me. This is where I'm going to go. And then things kind of fall through. So I've seen it happen a bunch. When I was recruiting back at Holy Cross, I talked to a lot of guys, and I'd tell guys that, he did a great job, and I liked them, and I think they could be a potential fit. But you're talking to a bunch of guys because, again, as a college coach, you have to make sure that you're talking to multiple guys, because you need a backup plan. You need multiple guys because you don't know who's going to choose you. And so throughout the process, you're telling the guys that you like them. But it doesn't mean that you end up signing all those guys. It doesn't mean you end up offering all those guys, either roster spots or scholarship offers. And so as a player, same thing. Just because somebody likes you doesn't mean that it's signed, sealed, delivered, and you're going to end up there, right? They could turn around a week later and not like you anymore. Maybe they come watch you the following week and you don't throw well, or you don't hit well, or you don't play well. Or maybe you do, but someone else just does better. Maybe somebody comes along. Maybe they go out. They're going out every single day. So they tell you today they really like you. You did a great job. They go out tomorrow and they find somebody they like more than you. Well, they're going to try to get that guy now. So just make sure that you have a backup plan. You don't put all your eggs in one basket. And if something happens, all of a sudden you're like, well, where do I go now? Where do I turn? I have no place else to go, okay? Always have a backup plan. That's why I say never burn bridges. We just made a video on that also. So hopefully that helps you guys out. Let me know if you have any questions in the comment section below. Subscribe to the channel, share the video with all your friends, all that good stuff. Check out the description box below. We've got a deal going on with Plate Crate. Click the link, type in Antonelli, get 50% off your first Plate Crate. Also have a deal going on. No, we don't. We don't have another deal going on. We have a link to our Patreon page where you can support the channel. We have had a lot of people doing that recently. Thank you so much. If you're someone that has been supporting the channel on Patreon, we really, really appreciate it. Got a bunch of other stuff as well, so definitely check all that out. And that's all I got, guys. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it, and we will talk to you later.